Hey guys, it's me Toxicate here for a brand new video, and today this will be an unusual video. And I know some of you guys will be like, when is the video gonna be uploaded? And I'm still working on it, but yeah, the winners haven't been responding to me. As you know, I posted it on my Instagram, which is Toxicate _ YT. By the way, if you want to check it out. But if you want to be in the future video, please like and subscribe and comment it down on the video so I can feature in my spin of wheels. So as you know, yeah, this would be an interesting video if I tell you what my experience in Nighthawk is. If you don't know what Nighthawk is, it's basically a camp where you walk in nighttime, and there is some people who think it's fun. I just think it's a pain, but at least we got some good times in it. So let's get the backstories and play the intro. By the way guys, I am reading off the diary that I have written during the first day of Nighthawk, so hopefully you like it. But in the first morning I had to wake up at 7:30, and all I had for breakfast was chocolate bread and a brioche, and before I leave my house I took a piss, then I leave my house to go to the temple, which is where my scout group is. If you want to know what my scout group is called, it's called a BLSG, Brutalized Scout Group. So yeah, and then I just took a photo with the rest of my adventurer group because I'm adventurous, and then we go to my adventurous leader's trailer, and then go to Macca's, and then we just meet up to the Nighthawk campsite. And I think my campsite was 11. I had forgotten because I recorded this days afterwards, so yeah. At the campsite where I was in, I met with other people like Brown's Plain Scout Group, and we set it up gazebos and tents. I was sleeping with 3 other boys from Brown's Plain, actually 2 other boys, and then yeah, since most of my scout groups are girls, so yeah, not to be sexist by the way. And then we set up 4 gazebos. One is for the leaders to sleep in, and the other one is for where I do the living room, and also where I wrote the diary. So yeah. So then I waited up while I was just sketching and just writing my diary, because I'm also an artist if you follow my Instagram. But then after around 5 PM I ate dinner, which my scout leader cooked, which was pasta. Tasted delicious. I ate 2 plates of it. I didn't want to put too much detail because I know nobody's gonna care. But so then afterwards I put on my beanie. I literally couldn't find my torch and headlight for past like 10 minutes until I figured out where it is by touching it. Not sexually, but then I put on my beanie. Then wore the high vest, which is what the construction people use, which can reflect light so people can see me. And then we started heading up to the parade, and then we get the first map, and that's where the adventure starts to happen. After going to the adventure, we walk through roads, then we walk through the streets at nighttime, like very dark. It actually looked like it was haunted, by the way. Like nobody was around, probably because I was sleeping. But then we walk through again. We almost stepped into private property, which almost scared the crap out of me. But yeah, and then we went through dark places. One of the boys from Brown's play needed to take a piss, so he took a piss on the tree. And then we set it up. We tried doing compass stuff, which our leader Jesse, I think, again, like we basically do directions. We walked through barbed wire again because I went through Nighthawk last year, and let's just say it wasn't a pleasant surprise because there's poop everywhere and barbed wire. But this time the barbed wire is more safer because they actually have towels instead of newspaper, and it was more secure. So yeah, then we end up meeting, and then we were earlier in the first base, which was similar to what I did in PE, which was the radioactive activity, where, but instead of, you know, carrying out bucket to take out the radioactive material, we had to pour water inside of an ice cream container to cool down the radioactive material. We only managed to do half of it, so yay. And then we set it up. One of the boys wanted to sleep so bad already. So yeah. Then second base. Then we went travel second base. It was alright. And then there were just questions about celebrities, vehicles, and buildings. So yeah, and then one of the questions has one of every Australian's lovers, Taylor Swift. So I kinda cringed hard. So yeah, and then we didn't get the results, obviously, because we had to wait until tomorrow. Well, the boys were desperate, but then we go, and then we go, and then we go into base number 3, which was, I think was, oh no, base number 3 was the Milo base. And if you guys don't know what Milo base is, on Nighthawk, it's basically a treat where you drink Milo and eat glizzies, not the other glizzies, don't think about that. But then we eat, I write down the diary, drink some water, cause every man needs to do that. That's probably the most water I ever drank in 1 year. And then we walked again, and then this is when it really hits the fan. But as I went through as I was trying to go to 4th base, everything went downhill. There was dust everywhere, and I thought I lost my vision when it was blurry, but turns out it was just dusty. And then my scout leader, well, not my actual scout leader, it's just my patrol leader, literally ditches us for the whole entire group, which just shows the ways. And we didn't even bother using the compass because they really don't care and that stuff. So overall we did have some bad bad friendship teamwork. So yeah, but we met, and then it was a pain walk. I almost tripped over some rocks because I didn't see because of the dust. I couldn't see anything. The rocks were hitting my foot, and then it was painful to walk. That feels like I'm getting whipped on the leg every time I walked. And then we managed to reach the 4th base, which was a medical base, where it's about like a mountain biker, I think, getting injured. So now he got diabetes, and then we had to give him Red Bull. I remember one time I said, "Where's this insulin?" And then he's like, the rest just said it as Red Bull. So yep, and then we probably failed that one because of the teamwork is bad. But then the 5th base was a pain as well. Nothing was good at the 5th base because it's always a downhill at some point. Then the pain started again. I walked and walked and walked, and sorry about my voice. feels weird. Then I decided to think that it was something weird, because I felt some pushback in the fifth base. Fifth base was about trivia about geography and that stuff. Some of them half know geography, some of them don't. So I gave them a they think Kenya is in the middle of Africa. That's the Congo. But yeah, everything was okay. I just did the first 2 questions. They never do anything, to be honest. It's like we're being the slaves here. And then I rubbed my nose, and then guess what I found out? It was black. I was scared because I thought I was infected or poisoned, and then I was just scared, literally. Then we walked back to the base. This is when there's cow poop everywhere again. That's the first time I've seen cow poop. Then we walked. I tried to sprint as fast as I could, but my legs were killing me. Then we managed to get back into the streets. Then as we were about to go there, some random the other leaders from the other group said there was an easier, I mean not easy way, but like where the ending was meant to be. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Then we decided to walk another 1 hour. I know, it's a pain. We decided to walk another hour. There was a random cat that liked me, but when the patrol car comes in, found out the cat. Then we started walking. I was tired and thought I was sick. And then I was like, I need to go to the bathroom to flush it out. And then, you know, that I thought this was like gonna be like a dead end and that stuff. And I said to myself, if this was a dead end, I will slap the guy who decided on this, cause I was sick and tired of it. Literally, we walked 30 minutes for nothing, but turns out it was actually where we were meant to be, and then yay, everything. But the one thing I haven't told in the start was there was sticks inside my boots. Like the whole trip there was sticks in my boots. I didn't manage to take all of them out because they were all rushing in like Minecraft speedrunners, so yeah. And then I got a hard time sleeping because my zipper was jammed for the sleeping bag. I shivered. I thought I was not gonna make it because I almost shivered to death, but I made it alive and I did everything. We packed all the things up, then took another road trip, then meet my parents at the cafe where I ate my lasagna, and my mango smoothie, which tasted like actual mangoes. And there will be a photo soon, but I will Photoshop the photo because I don't want to reveal my face until we reach 100k, baby. But afterwards, we'd had a long road trip. I had blood spilling, popping out of my hand. I tapped it with a tissue this whole entire time, like, come on. And then we managed to get there. We packed all of the things back to the temple. Then my dad picked me up, and then we did another road trip. So, but then for the results overall, it's not a bad camp. It was better than last year's camp, which was longer and almost have trench foot on that camp, and less dangerous. But the one thing that I don't like about the camp is my teammates. It's always everything in my life always have to give me bad teammates and bad stuff. So yeah, more of the lesson: don't go with your gut.